And ever since it became clear that for the coalition government, deficit reduction wasn't simply a priority, it was an overwhelming preoccupation. It was clear that health would be one of the main political battlegrounds of this Parliament, given the amount of emotion that's invested in it, not to mention the cash. It should be noted that Andrew Lansley has already been forced to water down his plans, particularly when it comes to competition and the use of private firms within the NHS. However, he clearly hasn't gone far enough for the Health Select Committee, whose criticism really does go to the heart of what Andrew Lansley is trying to do. In essence, there are twin processes happening within the NHS, or Andrew Lansley would like to see twin processes happening. On the one hand, they're trying to secure efficiency savings of some £20 billion over the course of this Parliament. At the same time, that they're trying to organise massive restructuring of the NHS, essentially devolving power from the centre to the front line. The committee's conclusion, at least in the draft report, is that in pursuing these goals in parallel, both of them become less likely. Indeed, they argue that hospitals, rather than finding efficiency savings, are simply cutting services. So you can add the Health Select Committee to a very long list of critical organisations critical of these proposed reforms, at the Royal College of Nursing, the British Medical Association, at the Royal College of Midwives, all of them pretty clear that Andrew Lansley needs to go back to the drawing board. Certainly that is something that the opposition benches have been saying for quite some time, so no surprise we've been hearing from Andy Burnham, the Shadow Health Secretary. He's told us the Prime Minister made a monumental mistake when he allowed Lansley to break the coalition agreement and reorganise the NHS at a time of unprecedented financial challenge. It is time for David Cameron to listen to what doctors, nurses and now his own senior MPs are saying and call a halt to this reckless reorganisation. It should be noted that the Health Committee chair is a former Tory Health Secretary. There are two Tory MPs who are also doctors on that committee. This is a draft report. We'll have to wait until next week to get the full report, but it certainly looks like it's going to be pretty bad for Andrew Lansley.